Now, more than 5,500 people have been killed in gang-related violence in Haiti, and that was just for 2024. More than 1 million people have fled their homes. The NGO Plan International, that advances children's rights and equality for girls, is warning that the conditions there are fast deteriorating. Well, a short while ago, against a backdrop of gunfire that you will hear, I spoke to their Haiti country director, Prospery Raymond, in Port-au-Prince.
In the metropolitan area, the situation is really dear. It's really difficult. For a population of 2.5 million people, the metropolitan area of Port-au-Prince, more than 1.1 million had to leave their house to go to the provinces of Haiti. And some managed to stay in some site around Port-au-Prince, but it's really difficult. For example, I visited a place in Port-au-Prince, a site where we as Plan International, we are working with a local partner there. They are in a small, let's say, 1,000 square meter. We have 6,600 people living there. And it's the condition is really difficult. We are supporting as much as possible, providing education and formal education, psychosocial support, some cash to some the most vulnerable families, and other type of supports. But it is not enough. It is not sufficient because in this type of way of living, the situation is really dear. There is a lot of promiscuity. There are not a lot of access to water, and we have limited resources in order to provide all the needs of those population right now. In the countryside, on the contrary, it is a bit different. For example, in Les Cayes, Jacmel, etc., it is a bit safer, and people could go, but the price of basic goods are going high, and the level of anxiety is really high among the population in general.
Now, you talked about the conditions are difficult within the camp that you described, and it leading to psychosocial issues. Just very quickly, I wonder if you could paint a picture for us. When you say the conditions, what are we talking about?
The condition is like in a swimming pool. They went to an office, and the office has to evacuate, and it is a state office called OPC. For example, 3 families living in an empty swimming pool, for example. To separate the family, they are using curtain. And when it is raining, all people are wet and kids, etc. That is the type of situation. For example, we support in terms of water, 5 trucks, 5 lorries, let's say 30,000 gallons of water for 6,600 a week. It is not enough.
Mm.
It is really difficult. People cannot have any type of privacy. And on the other hand, they cannot go back to their house. You could hear the shooting.
Yes, we did hear. So I did hear some noise in the background.
Yes, it is some shooting,
Right.
heavy shooting.
Are you okay? Are you safe?
Yeah, I think so, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. The thing is, what I would say is this lady, for example, used to do some business. She started very small, and she grew and sent his kids to the university. But why now? She is living in a camp with her mother with almost nothing.
As a humanitarian organisation, are you not afforded some level of safety from the violence at all?
We managed to go in and out in some neighborhoods, yes, but for how long? That is the other question. Because those groups don't respect. They manage to respect some groups at a certain level, but we need to be very careful. Plan International will continue to support the most vulnerable people in Haiti. Haiti is a priority for the organization, and the suffering that most of the people are living in, it's really strike us. It is not about violence. The violence about food violence. People don't get access to food. The violence in terms of health, because they don't have access to health support. In terms of water, because they don't have access to drinkable water, for example, even water to wash. In some areas, people are just living in hell. In the UN report, they call the IPC 5 or 6. You have 6,000 people that could die from one day to another because they don't have access to basic food and water, for example. My plea is to raise the attention about the crisis in Haiti in order that people could understand the situation is really difficult. A lot of people are suffering. A lot of people are dying in a very difficult situation, and it is preventable.
That was Prospery Raymond of Plan International speaking to me earlier.